Hello everybody, it's Vinyl Rich here with a Vinyl Finds video. I don't know what number, but this entire haul I got from Going Underground Records with a trade-in. I traded in some records and these are the ones I got. But before I show those, I want to show this book. This is, so far, I'm on chapter 3. This is fantastic. It's written by Jeff Drake, who was the guitar player and singer for the Joneses. And the name of the book is Guilty: My Life as a Member of the Joneses, a heroin addict, a bank robber, and a federal inmate. And there's a picture of the Joneses. This is fantastic. Now, my last video I did, it was like 10 records that make me look geeky. I was thinking about pulling this one. This is one that came to mind. I mean, that's a geeky-ass cover, but it's a cool record, so. Anyways, on to the records. First one. This is Death in June Essence. It's 180 gram, black vinyl, 500 copies. Now, I recently watched an audiophile video, and the guy's talking up this record, and he goes, it's 200 gram. I don't know how much that plays into the audiophileness of the record. He knows damn well it doesn't make a bit of difference. 150 gram to 200 gram, it's not going to make a difference on the sound of the record. Okay, back to this. This is fantastic. Death in June Essence. I don't know. I picked it up. Looks like the Mentors with a mask made out of bubblegum. Nick Pantini came up with that. This is an audiophile sounding record. I was surprised at how good it is. I kind of figured it was going to be just an acoustic guitar, and it is acoustic guitar based. But I must say, this guy plays better guitar than he used to. He used to play the guitar, and it seemed like he was only playing one chord, and it was more like a rhythmic thing. This is really subtle guitar. It's got these little chimes and bells and some electric guitars in the background, and it's fantastic, man. It has a flow to it. It has a flow kind of like What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. It doesn't sound anything like that, but the flow is similar. I was blown away with how good this is, man. Blown away. My thumbnail, hopefully. And it comes with 3 postcards. That sealed the deal, man. 3 postcards. I actually used to collect postcards. I have a few left. I should show them one day. There's a picture of Douglas P. He plays all the instruments on this. All songs written and performed by Douglas P. And there's the words. Now this next one might be a surprise. It's Meet the Beatles. A really nice copy. I think a 70s copy. I mean, I had this album. I got rid of it a long time ago because it was in bad shape, and I've never, had a desire to pick a copy of. But recently I've been listening to the second album, and I thought, you know what, this is always my favorite. This and Beatles 65 were always my favorite early Beatles. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it. Played it, loved it. There's one wanker, This Boy, the Paul song. Paul always had to have a wanker on him, even back then, But even that is, I can live with it now. I mean, Till There Was You is another kind of soft one, but that's a well-written song. And yeah, they copied the Residents there. But yeah, this is a great album, man. And it's on that Purple Capitol. Now the next one, Blind by But not really. I mean, I love this band. I have all their albums except for Weird Revolution. I don't think that was ever released on vinyl, but it has recently been issued on vinyl. And I'm tempted to get it, even though it's my least favorite. In fact, I got rid of the CD because I didn't like it. But yeah, this is first two songs are demos from 1983. I have a record, a demo 1983, Butthole Surfers, and it has something on it. I don't know if it's the same version or not. But the song Butthole Surfer, I don't have that. Then all the rest are live. And they're very well recorded songs. This is a really good, I don't know if this is a bootleg or official or not. It's good enough to be an official release, that's for sure. And it's the Whole Truth and Nothing But is the name of the album, I guess I should say. Fantastic addition to my Butthole Surfers. Now, I've only listened to side one of this. That looks like a boot. But yeah, very cool. Man, the bootlegs nowadays are so good, you know. Now, the next one, the fourth one here, I guess, is a band from Australia, The Scientist. Now, I've heard of The Scientist. I've never actually owned any of their albums. I believe this is their first album. I've listened to some of their stuff online before. I haven't actually played this album yet. What I remember of this band is the singer, snotty ass, punky voice. This is like a 80s kind of punk garage type band. The guitars I remember liking, but I remember the drums on this. And some of his drum beats are kind of not your typical 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. Shadows of the Night. I've heard that song. Yeah, this is cool. I know I'm going to love this. Like I said, I'm familiar with the band, but I've never owned any of their records. Now, this next one is a band I saw more than once, and it's Lethal Weapon. And I didn't own any of their records until this past year or so. And it was a reissue of their first album, I guess, the one with some of the members from like Frank Agnew and Steve Soto, members of the Adolescents are on. This may be their second album. I don't know. The one I really want to get is their first EP that has Pat Bagg or Patricia Morrison on it. But anyways, this is cool, man. I listened to this, and she has a great voice. The guitar tone and the guitarist on this is fantastic. I don't know his name off the top of my head. This folds out into a poster. Words on one side, I guess. A giant picture on the other. Like I said, I don't know the name of the guitarist. I'll look it up. But yeah, it's really good. It's not real fast punk at all. 80s punk band from LA. And it had this little note in it. This one was a used record. And it has all the songs written and the times. And then I guess the total time is 34 plus. That's pretty cool because it didn't have, if you look, you don't see the, oh yeah, no, you don't even see the song titles. No, not at all. So that's kind of cool, actually. And this is what the record looks like. Very good. That was better than I thought it was going to be. Now this next one, probably the worst of the bunch. And it's Gap Band 5. Now this came out in 1983, so that was like a red flag. I wasn't going to get it. And then when I saw, what is it? Party Train's on this thing. I go, yeah, Party Train. I have that 12-inch single of that. So yeah, I'll pick it up. There's a little bit of 80s sound to this one. So it's not as good as my other Gap Band albums. But I'll listen to it. Big fan of the Gap Band. And the last two are 12-inch singles. And this one is The Gun Club. And this, I don't know, probably 1988 or something like that. The song on side A is Breaking Hands. And I think that was off the Juno album, maybe. I've never heard that album. And then, in that album, that song sounds like a English new wave band, or just a British band that K-Rock would have been playing. It's a very radio-friendly song, not your typical Gun Club. Side 2 was more the raw, gritty, Americana stuff that you expect from Gun Club. And those two are non-album tracks. And the record, just plain white. And I guess I should say that the songs are Breaking Hands. Oh, it's a remix. So it's not the same as what's on the album. And then the second side is Crab Dance and Nobody's City. Crab Dance is cool, dude. And the last 12-inch is very cool. It's Jesus and the Mary Chain. Just like Honey, 12-inch. I think it's the first song on their debut album, isn't it? If you look up Jesus and the Mary Chain on Wikipedia, it says it's a Scottish alternative band started in 1980. Alternative? These guys are straight up punk. I mean, get out of here, dude. If you've seen any of their footage from when they came out, man, alternative my ass, you know. But just like Honey, a nice, beautiful song. And then you got Head and Cracked. They're two, they're not album tracks at all. And they're more of that noisy and just great stuff. And then it finishes with Just Like Honey, a demo from October of '84. And it's really well recorded. It has acoustic guitar. And this is what this label looks like. Blanco y Negro. And that's it, man. Take care, everybody. Man, the English women's World Cup team looks good.